Hello and welcome to the daily Nifty trading webinars. I am Sudarshan Sukhani and today is Monday, August 10, 2020. We will follow the regular format. First, we will discuss our plans for Monday, the plans that we had identified in the last week. In fact, yesterday on Sunday, I had the plans discussed with you. And then we will see how the markets worked out and what we could do matching our plans. And once we do that, we will then plan and discuss what we can look at for tomorrow. So it's very important to do the research for what happened today, because that gives us practice and that practice makes us perfect. So that's why we spend so much time to try and analyze our plans and the market behavior. Slowly it becomes instinctive and it becomes second nature to you. You will yourself see how after a few months you know this is what I have to do tomorrow, these are my plans, this is what the market did, and this is what I have matched or not matched. So for today, I had explained that the Nifty was in a very narrow range and that narrow range is going to break out one way or the other, up or down. Therefore, we will take a breakout on either side, which means that we buy the high of Friday. If it goes above 11,237, we will become buyers. If it goes below the lows, 11,100 and odd number, then we will become short sellers. And we will take either of the two trades. And sometimes there is a risk that it will also make a false breakout. We will accept that. Today morning, the Nifty obliged us by doing exactly what it should have done. After a narrow range day, it should have broken out and it broke out. The problem was something else. Early morning, the SGX was suggesting that the Nifty will open around 37, 38, then 50, 11,250. The Nifty actually opened much higher at 11,270, 265, but at 265 it stayed there for a second. So after the first 5 minutes, the Nifty was trading at 11,295. That's a good 60 points above where our breakout levels were. That was Friday's high. So the big gap told us that a lot of the breakout, intraday gains of the breakout have already been covered by the gap. This has happened earlier also. I have discussed it with you. We can't do anything. We still have to take the trade on the long side because it could be a positional trade. So the Nifty the Nifty futures after 5 minutes, after 10 minutes, after 15 minutes, if you buy the high of the first 15 minutes, because we know we have to buy it, then it was at 11,309. Or if you bought earlier because the breakout was visible from the first second itself, you would have bought a little lower. But broadly, the entry was at 11,300. I'm just rounding it off. After that, the Nifty did nothing. It went and moved into a trading range. It actually had a sharp drop in between. Then it rallied. It closed below 11,300 and 11,293, the futures. Essentially, our view was there would be a breakout. There was a breakout. But because of the large gap up and then the follow through after the gap up was not as much as we would have thought, it did not go another 100 points after that gap up. So the intraday trade actually did not make money. And that happens sometimes. We get it right. We know this is the pattern. This is what should happen. It happens. And because of the circumstances I have just told you, the large gap up, the failure to follow through after the gap up, the trade itself was nothing. It was a scratch trade. No profit, no loss. I mean, nothing at all. And that happens. There is another point I want to make here. And that's something as we go on doing these daily videos, there will be some other aspects of trading which I should be able to highlight. You know, on Friday, around 3 p.m. or around 3:15 p.m., 15 minutes before the market was closing, it was evident that this market is closing in a narrow range. And on Monday, there will be a breakout or a breakdown and that will be tradable. Now, if you are a trader who understands context, it was narrow range, but the Nifty was closing somewhere around 1100, 230, 250, 225, 230. So it was on the verge of the breakout point. Therefore, what we had done was we had taken options positions in calls on Friday afternoon itself around 3:15 in anticipation that a breakout is coming. This breakout should be on the upside simply because the market is closing at the highs, even though it's a narrow range. Now there is always a risk that Friday could be a disappointing day in America. We could open lower. Uh, I mean, if you take a trade, you have to accept the risk. But it was worth taking. So we actually got a benefit of that gap up simply because the trade was taken on Friday. This is something naturally I cannot tell you on Thursday that tomorrow will be a narrow range day. But this is something you will develop on your own, I hope, and slowly you will be able to improve upon your techniques. The ones that we discuss here, you can probably do better than that. You can anticipate sometimes. What about tomorrow? Tomorrow is an easy day to trade. I have no idea what the markets will do tomorrow. Will we have a follow through of the long positions? Maybe. If that is so, then we already have the long positions. If we don't have a follow through, will we come down back into the trading range? That is also possible, which means for tomorrow, I have no view at all. Probably uh, I would trade either nothing or very little depending on how markets open, how the opening range of the first 15 minutes behaves. And, uh, and when there is no concept, then I prefer also to keep volumes very low. So tomorrow is a difficult day in any case, or an easy day because we are not likely to do much. This is the story for today. Uh, have a good day. Enjoy your trading tomorrow. Always be relaxed. And Jai Hind.